Hello there, peoples of the internet. It is your boy, as always, that Geek Guy 24, back at it again with another video. And today we are finally going to be taking a look at my holy grail figure, Revenge of the Fallen leader class, Optimus Prime, baby. Here he is, brand new. And I just got to say one thing. I've been wanting this for so long. When that toy guy took a look at him, I left a comment on his comment section. This is my holy grail. I've wanted this since like Revenge of the Fallen came out. I've been wanting this for so long, and now that I actually have it, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. But anyways, go ahead and take a look at the packaging real quick. It is a pretty big box. So let's go ahead and move Prime to the side. And here is the packaging that Optimus comes in from Revenge of the Fallen. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna move on there. There we go. Okay. But yeah, it's pretty much a pretty big box. I was surprised at how big this box was. You got Transformers Revenge of the Fallen right up in there. You got try and show this off best I can. Optimus Prime, Autobot. You got the silhouette of Prime's face right up in there on the side, Autobot logo, and pretty much just a clear little thing right here. Got the Fallen's face right there, so that's pretty cool. At the top, you got Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. You have the Super Conversion. This is the level 4 that I guess is the different levels of conversion. Takes 2 AA batteries, which these came with the original batteries, which is crazy. And they have Megatron right up in there. Also look for Megatron. Yep, sold separately. Optimus Prime, leader class. Inside the box, you have the same thing. Optimus Prime, leader class, and you have the little Mech Alive thing, so you can go ahead and pause it and take a look at that if you want to read it. Let's try and get it in camera best I can. It's weird. There you go. It's pretty much the best you're gonna get. I apologize, but yeah, go ahead and take a pause if you want to read it. And you have the back of the box, which is pretty much all where this glory comes from. You have some other stuff and things you can look at here. You have truck mode, some stuff you can read. Again, truck mode, stuff you can read. Mech Alive. You have the robot mode. You know what? Might go handheld real quick, but there you go. Some other stuff you can read too. You have the little bio right here if you want to go ahead and take a look at that. I apologize. This box is huge. I'm doing the best I can, but there you go. That's the bio right there if you want to go ahead and take a look at that. And of course, you got Prime there, looking all primey, Autobot logo, electronic speech, and then all that good stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to the figure. So real quick, this is completely original. I'll put some pictures up so I got proof of it. But yeah, this came with like the wire ties, I believe that's what they're called. I haven't said those words in so long. But yeah, they came with the original instruction manual right here, Optimus Prime, for the figure. This is like hasn't been opened at all. It's like perfectly brand new. Like, it just came in a little bag and everything. And my favorite thing that came with these guys back in the day were the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen little brochures you could read and collect all the figures. Here I have Ravage now, which is actually kind of cool to see. You get some weapons, so I really wanted the Ratchet too. Ratchet was kind of cool. I have the Starscream from Dark of the Moon, but Bumblebee was kind of good too. Mudflap I kind of wanted, and then I same thing with Ironhide. Yeah, just look really cool. I like the Ironhide a lot. Next page you got, of course, my favorite page. I think my original one, I forgot where it was from, but I had an original brochure. I forgot which figure it came with. I think it was one of my Bumblebee figures that I had, but I completely forgot. But here's like the leader class stuff. You got Megatron, you got Jetfire, Combine, the Power Up Prime mode. Of course, you got the Devastator, the Constructicons all right there. Next page, you got some more figures, Human Alliance figures. There's the Sideswipe there, which actually looks pretty cool. The Bumblebee figure for Sam with Wiki. I like the little Cybertronian writing there. It's pretty cool. And they have the what is it, skids, so that's pretty cool too. And you have the Transformers RPMs. I had like one of these that came with the little track. I think it was Bumblebee, but I think it was a Hot Wheels track more than I think it was a Hot Wheels more than this. I don't think it was a mini RPMs, but these are pretty much Hot Wheels scale. But you can see a little Devastator track you can get, some more you can collect, Ironhide, Bumblebee, Ratchet, Megatron, Prime, and Sideways. Sold separately, I'm assuming. Let's get the Mudflap and Bumblebee, and then here we got the, this is a new page. This hasn't been, I don't remember seeing this on mine, but here you get some other ones here. You got Young Kids Action, First Action Battlers. I think that's a weird name, but whatever. It's a mouthful. Yeah, Prime. You got Sideswipe, Big Ass Head. You got Starscream, and you got Bumblebee. I do have the Bumblebee one. These are the Gravity Bots. I love these. I love the Bumblebee so much. I have it with me. These are the Power Bots. I don't know what these are, but they look kind of cool. You got Megatron, Prime, Bumblebee, Jet Power, Prime, and Devastator. The last page is for some merchandise. You get roleplay. You can be like Bumblebee. Bumblebee mask. You have his little blaster there, and of course you can, if you want, to get both of them. It's pretty cool. Of course, you got some apparel, accessories, shoes, hat, backpack, skateboard, which is actually kind of cool. I like that. Some walkie-talkies, which look pretty cool. Those faces look pretty detailed too, which is nice. Got a little laptop. I remember seeing the laptop in stores a couple times. And you have the books, the publishings. You got some DVDs, Transformers video game, Friends of the Fallen, and the DVD Generation 1. And that's pretty much it. So I'm pretty sure this website's still up and out. But this is back in 2009, so very long time ago. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual figure finally. Sorry, it took forever. But yeah, here is Optimus in all of his glory from 2009 Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. And this figure is absolutely amazing. Like I said, I've been wanting one for so long, and now that I got it for a decently good price, really good, $225. But yeah, this is really cool. Very, 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 very nice to have. Let's get closer on some details here. You got some clear plastic inserts for the headlights. I don't mind the gray. Also, I know some people. Let's real quick. I know some people complain about the gray. I don't mind it. I think it's okay. I mean, for like the figure itself, it kind of just washes it out because all you see is the orange, the red, and the blue. So it kind of just washes out. So it's fine for me. You have the Autobot logo, Spec Bang in the center. Again, I love this contrast. The orange and the red. I wish more Studio Series Optimus Primes had this from the Bayverse. That one was out of the box. Don't worry. Nice blue there. Going along the front. Have any little, I guess, air filters. I don't know what they're actually called. I don't know, trucks. Some clear plastic there. Of course, you got the gears in there. Some more flames going on the side and along the top. These are a soft rubber, so you don't have to worry about breaking them. That's pretty much the only soft rubber part on this toy. Like literally everything else is a solid plastic, which is nice. Some silver. The gas canisters. See the back, very clean transformation, if I do say so myself. At the top, kind of like a you can see a little bit of sparkle in there as far as paint goes. It's pretty cool. The back there, some more flames, and the trailer hitch. I wonder if someone actually made a trailer hitch for this guy, because that would be pretty cool. Yeah, some more of those clear plastic inserts for the tail lights. But yeah, very, very cool. But there is the top, there is the bottom, pretty filled out. Can't really tell what's what in there. Everything kind of compacts very nicely, which is good. There is the front, very aggressive. There is the other side, and there is the back. And this does have a feature. Just press the button back here, turn it around. There's a little button that has a little triangle on it. You press that, and then it makes this noise. You can hold it down or just press it once. Pretty much trying to imitate a truck, but you got some lights going on in there. I'll turn my lighting off real quick, maybe you can see a little better. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. Again, it's supposed to imitate what a truck is supposed to sound like. So there you have that. Now on to, I guess, the transformation. We don't have, oh, actually, let's go ahead and do some comparisons really quick. Let's just get one out of the way, and that'll be good for me. Here he is with the G1 Masterpiece of Optimus Prime, so you can see how those two scale up. And honestly, that scales pretty good together in my opinion. Like, this being a masterpiece and this being a mainline, like these two scale up pretty good together, in my opinion. Like, it might just be me, but I think these two scale up pretty well together, if I do say so myself. Let's get a full 360 real quick. Obviously this one's gonna be longer, but yeah, there you go. Also, here's another fun thing you can do with this toy. That was funny, man. That was funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I had to. You know, I had to. Does it on both sides too, which is hilarious. But yeah, let's go ahead and get down to the transformation. Now, I will try and show this off best I can because this figure is huge, and then I have a very small space to work with. So we're gonna try and figure this out. But what you want to do here is go onto the side, just if I'm facing you, and just lift these two panels up on either side. Just like so. Then you're going to want to bring this panel back so it sits flush like that. Actually, first thing you want to do, is you're going to want to, first of all, for me, raise the camera up. I'm sorry for that violent jerk. What you're going to want to do here is untab these smokestacks. Just tab in right here, either side, and then they will tab in right here on either side of the truck. So just bring them around, tab it in, bring it around, and tab it in. Next thing you want to do is you want to push these in first. Just going to want to grab this piece and then push it in. Same thing on the other side, push it in, and then you can start fold this back, and then you can in turn just kind of rotate this up either side just a little bit. Then you can fold it in on the first panel, and then you can just have it sit. And that's gonna just tab in right up in there. Now the smokestacks, the gas canisters do move the hinge, so you can have a gap right up in here whenever you go to swing it back, and then this little silver bit will sit in between this gap right here. So that's just a fair warning if you're going back into truck mode. But yeah, these are just gonna kind of swing back, and then tab it in just like so. Oh, and these actually click into place. Hold on. Just click in. There you go. Now you want to try your best to put your finger here and not here, because this will just like push the panel back into place. But for now, just go ahead. That husky light is weird. Next, you're going to want to do is pretty much just split it down the middle of right up in here. So you're going to want to grab the grill, pry it forward just a little bit, and then kind of just do your best to try and finagle it, because there's like a little hook that goes behind this little red panel here on either side, so it is kind of annoying to get to properly, but we're gonna get it. We are going to get it. Like I said, 6. There you go. Probably better to do this little grill part first, and then you can just try to finagle it. There you go. You just bring out, kind of just swing them down a little bit. Come on, there you go. See, a little tab is what's pretty much preventing you from doing that smoothly, but it's okay. It holds it in place pretty well. So now they have all this taken apart. You want to come to the back real quick and then just untab these. Just tab into the black little tabs right there. And then you're going to want to just kind of split him apart slowly on this hinge, and then just bring it back on this. It is on a big double hinge, so you just want to just bring it back like so. And then you should have something like this for at the moment. Now for the back, you're going to want to get these little fender pieces here. You're going to want to just compress them in. They just fold up and compress in. Same thing on the other side, fold up and compress in. And these are going to tab, or more so like sit in these little 2 pegs right up in here. But we're going to do that in a little bit because they're going to fall out on us a lot. Now what you want to do in here is you're going to kind of want to go stand him up, but not totally, so you can start working on the legular region. Now if they haven't for you already, just untab these, bring them out to the side, and you're going to want to go ahead and split the legs. There you go, just like that. They just tab in, well, peg in securely to each other. Then you're going to want to flip out the feet, like so. Flip this down, and then flip this down, and then this will just tab in to the foot right up in there. So just tab it in. There you go. Nice, satisfying click. Same thing on the other side. Bring the feet out. Bring this down. Click it in, and there you have that going on at the moment. And now what you want to do here is you kind of want to just try and move everything around best you can. These you're going to want to swing around. I forgot to mention that earlier. Swing around. Then there's like I said, it kind of going to sit just like, I'm sorry, it's a big figure. Kind of want to like sit up in here, but we're going to get that situated later. Next thing you want to do is you want to bring the legs down. You want to bring this tire up. Bring this tire up, and then you're going to want to push this into the leg. It's on the double hinge. So push it in, then let that top tire rest like that. And then same thing on the side. Sorry. Again, it's a big figure. I'm trying my best. I am trying my best, I promise. This probably might work. So you're going to want to just bring it down like so. Push this in, and then that top tire will just sit on top of the bottom tire. Now for these little sections hanging off here, you're going to want to just bring them up, kind of just press them in. They don't really tab in securely. And this you're just going to want to bring down. Same thing on the other side. Push it into that little port, bring it down, and there you have the lower body pretty much all done. Now what you want to do here is this gets a little bit of the complicated side, so let me raise the camera up real quick. Give me a second. Okay, it's the best I'm gonna get it for now. But I want to come to the front here, and then you're just gonna want to kind of split it down the middle like so. Don't split it too much because this is like very delicate because it's all clear plastic, so I don't want you or anyone else to break it. So there you have that. Just bring these out to the side. Then these you're just gonna want to flip these panels out. Come on, flip out. There you go. Flip out, and then these kind of just rest in there, so you're going to want to push these up. When you're going back into truck mode, it is very important to have all this orientated properly, or else you're going to be fighting with it for a while. I learned that my first time. But these little slots right here are going to just go sit right up in there. See those little slots in there? These are just going to want to slide up in there when you're going back into truck mode. And now what you got is pretty much him exploded. So hey, it's movie accurate. I'm sorry, but yeah, those swords are gonna flip out on here either way, but it's okay. But here's where things get a little bit more cohesive. So what you want to do here is gonna want to bring the arms out like so while you're clicking them. Click. Then these the window pieces are going to want to sit in there so they will stop flopping around and getting in your way. I guess now we can just move the head up, move the head up, move the head up. There you go. It's on a series of hinges, so you just kind of want to get it straight best you can. And then he says that. I'll try my hardest not to make him say it. Shut up, I know. And then now I guess we can combine the two halves together. So like I said, it's on a series of double hinges, so just kind of just compress him down, and then he will make this noise, which is actually pretty cool. And then now he's coming alive pretty much. He looks like the stock images with on the back of the box where his chest was all popped out. But right now, pretty much like the Studio Series 1, they kind of just want to get it all hinged up in there, because this is a hinge that goes up in here. But first thing we're going to do before I forget is you're going to want to get these little doors out. So this is a little tab or a little panel. They just flip out, sorry. And then these are just going to want to go in like that. So same thing on the other side, flip out this little panel and then bring them in. So there you have that. Now you can get everything all situated now with the arms. So flip the arms up, and then there's a series of hinges you're going to have to work with here. Now for this little thing, we're going to go ahead and get this tabbed in right now. There's like a little notch right up in here. It's just going to sit in a little gap right up in here. So just kind of push it in delicately, and then Same thing on the other side. Push it in. There you go. And then you have the chest pretty much all done. And now we can finally get done with the arms. So the arms itself is you want the screws facing backwards and the red facing you. So like this. This is gonna flip up, and then this is all gonna compress, and then hold and secure it like that. And next you're gonna want to flip around the arm, and then we can leave that alone for now. Let's go ahead and get down to the other side, finish this up. Like I said, flip all this around. Flip, 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 flip. So I wanted to flip, flip. Like I said, very fiddly. Let's see if we can do this right. Yes, that other hinge has been making it frustrating. Okay, hold on. Might have to just untab this. Yeah, that works a little bit better. Yeah, it's kind of, like I said, kind of have to rearrange it. This is how you want it to sit, pretty much. Those little hinges right there, that's how you want it to sit. And this is just going to compress, and then that little tab is going to tap into the chest pretty much. So just tab that in, make it sit flush. Make it sit flush. Come on. There you go. That's a strong tab. Then the same thing as we did earlier. Just tab it in gently, just like that. And now we're pretty much at the home stretch. So now you want to get the arms all situated out, and then you're gonna want to flip these little tanks. I guess you're gonna flip not all the way up because you want to angle it, and then let's go back. You're gonna want to have the blue facing you, like that. You're gonna want to compress this. This is on a slider, so you're gonna have to slide it up like so. Flip in the blade, flip in the wrist, and there's pretty much an arm all done. You got a little bit more to go. We're at the home stretch. We're at the home stretch. Again, same thing on the other side. Flip up this tank, flip this in, collapse it in, slide it up on this little slider, bring back the sword to where it clicks into place, and then this panel is pretty much going to be holding the sword in place. And flip out the knee guards right here. Get him balanced too. Oh, the wrist. Don't forget the wrist. There you go, just like so. Make sure everything is all nice and situated best it can be in a moment. And then we're going to come to the back again. Like I said, these are going to just ports right up in there. So just angle that. Like I said, these don't really sit for me, so it's one thing I don't like about it, but it's okay. Man, look at that, they're cooperating. And there you go. There is the full transformation. Oh wait, one more step. We gotta flip out the little visors, I guess. I don't know it's the exact term. We're gonna want to flip them out. And these are on a hinge and the ball joint. You can have them orientated however you want. Me personally, I like to have it just a little bit movie accurate. So I like to have it like that, a little bit more expressed. But yeah, there you go. There is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen leader class Optimus Prime in his robot mode, and he looks amazing in my opinion. I know the transformation was quite finicky and a lot to do, but he looks absolutely amazing like this. This figure shines where it needs to shine. It is incredible in my opinion. I love this guy so much. But yeah, very nice. Let's go ahead and get closer on those details. See if I can anyways. But yeah, I might need to go handheld a little bit, but let's go ahead and get closer on the face there. Face sculpt is really nice, came out quite well. Some silver there, some blues. Yeah, I might need to go handheld. Give me a second. That's a little better. Some silver, then some blues right there. Of course you got the transparent or the see-through for the little feature for the eyes there. Some of that plain gray, some more of the flame of goodness, some more showing when you undo those panels, some of that gears, the clear plastic, some red there, a lot of mechanical details, which is nice, especially in this area. Very nice. Some blues there, again the flames, nice shades of red, makes it pop. Legs, very nice, nicely sculpted. These are on little springs too. Some more flames get exposed. Really cool. Then the legs, very nicely mechanical detailed legs. Do quite like the legs, they're very detailed. Of course, you got the fenders for the truck. Big feet. Not too much as far as heels go. It is kind of like back heavy due to the batteries that are in his back pretty much. So it is kind of heavy, but the back does clean up very, very well. Very nicely done backpack. Movie accurate as it can be. He's leaning. Hold on. He's leaning. I don't want him to fall. There you go. But yeah, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Now let's go ahead and get back to the stand. Now for our articulation, pretty plain. I mean, granted, it is 2009, so there wasn't much articulation back in the day. But what you want is there. So the head is on a swivel. Can look left and right. Not too much due to the wires that are in his chest and back area. But he can look left and right pretty decently. He can look up. If you don't move his chest, he can look up. It's stiff. You just gotta move that hinge. There you go. He can look up a very decent amount. You can do a very much squirrel. You can look down a very decent amount as well if you wanted to. The arms are ratcheted. Try and hold it. There you go. Can do a full 360. And then it can move in and out. Let's move this down to get a little bit more of range, but got a whole bunch right there. Very nice ratchets. Have some little, not too much, but just a little bit of a bicep, or that can happen too. It's very like a soft ratchet right here, right there. And then you do get some exposed details too when you move the arm back and forth. You get, try and show it off. But you get some little bit of like Mecha Live up in there. Just kind of cool. Again, that's kind of hard to show on camera, but let's see if I can do this. Not too much. No, that ain't gonna work. I'm sorry. But yeah, you do get a wrist swivel, which is nice. No opening and closing hands, but on some releases, this was released with opening and closing hands, which is pretty cool. No waist rotation, just due to how it transforms, but the legs can move forward about that far. Back only about that far. Outwards, can almost do the full splits. I don't really like how this stays in place. I wish this moved, but it's okay. Again, nice ratchets all the way around. You do get a knee bend. I do like how the steps, I don't know how well you can see, but the steps are kind of like, there you go, like the steps are molded in such a way where it won't get in the way of the wheel, so you can kind of get a full 90, which is really cool. Very nice touch. And as far as the feet goes, it does have a whole bunch of ankle tiltage. I mean, more than what was needed, really. That, and then you get the feet can move down. You can move up just a little bit, but down is mostly where it's articulated the most. And then one little extra thing, if you flip out the blades here, there's on a little switch. You have to lift this panel up, and you have enough clearance in the back so they won't hit the smokestack switch if you flip this switch. Come on. There you go. You get his arm blades, which are pretty cool. These are clear plastic, but they are molded very, very nicely in my opinion. Really, really cool. Again, he has two of them because, I mean, why not? So flip this one out. There you go. Then now he can get the arm sitting straight up and down, which I wish there was a way to do it, but I understand why they couldn't, because now he's just kind of sitting like this all the time, so it's fine. But yeah, again, the arm blades are actually pretty cool. This is the only really accessory it comes with, is those arm blades, but again, you just tuck them in, flip them around, and then push these little panels in, but that's pretty much it. Then as you saw before, he can say his name. So let's go ahead and get that gimmick out of the way. Oh, real quick, another thing too with the articulation. If you undo this set of hinges here, you get a butterfly joint, kind of, sort of, which is cool. I mean, it doesn't work too well, but you do get it. I mean, it's there if you want it, but really, really cool. You can get kind of make it more of an angle if you move the bicep, which is nice. But yeah, you get a little bit of a butterfly joint, which is cool. Again, you can say his name. All you gotta do is flip this switch down on his belly, lift this up, and grab his crotch. Sorry, Prime. And then you gotta. I am Optimus Prime. There you go. I am Optimus Prime. I am Optimus Prime. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I don't know why his eyes are green though. It's weird. I don't know why his eyes are green. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as articulation goes, I mean, like I said, what's there is there. I mean, articulation wasn't really like a thing back in the day, not how it is now, but it is there. It is present. So there you go. And I think you can remove the blades. I'm not too sure, but I don't know. I haven't really done it. Now, let's get on to some comparisons. The only one that really matters, to be honest. Let's move him over just a little bit more. Stand. Here he is with the Masterpiece G1 Optimus Prime, and as you can see, yeah, his head is just completely cut off right now. But yeah, the Masterpiece one is definitely taller than the mainline leader class one. So there you go, peoples of the internet. There is the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Leader class Optimus Prime. And we're going handheld again, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think this figure is really, really good. Do love it so much. So happy to have one in my collection. It is honestly, it's an honor to have this figure in my collection finally. Brand new, sealed out of the box. Incredible. I love it so much. But yeah, transformation, I would give it a solid 10. It's one of the funnest transformations I've had. Despite it being complicated, it's a fun type of complicated and makes you want to be involved with it. It's so fun. And again, the paint scheme kind of on like the blander side, but I would give it a solid 9. Accessories, obviously none, but what he has, I think I would give it a solid 10. Articulation, obviously not too much for the time period, so I would say I have to go possibly maybe a 9. But overall, this figure gets actually an 8. I'll give it an 8 on articulation, but overall, very solid, very nice, very fluid, really just like a solid brick pretty much. And my next holy grail is the Dark of the Moon leader class Sentinel Prime, so hopefully that one can be coming in soon as well. But for now, this figure, 10 out of 10, love it. That's pretty much it. So subscribe if you have not already, turn on those notifications so you can stay tuned on what is to come, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, stay safe, until all are one. So I can do it without knocking them over. I am Optimus Prime. Yeah, you are.